another
Is
one.
you feeling this? From the north to the south, is you feeling this? From the east to the west, is you feeling this? B.R.O's up in this bitch. So yo, let me know what you feeling this.
What's going on, good people? Welcome to the B.R.O show. I'm your host, Chris, giving you real reactions, real reviews, and real talk. And on today's pilot, what better way to start off with a cult classic? This horror film, it's been on a roller coaster, and now they out with their new installment, Scream 7, starring Courtney Cox, Joe McHale, and Nev Campbell returning in city. Now, when it comes to these movies, I'm what you call picky. Anything thriller, mystery, I can fuck with. But paranormal shit, nah, I'm good. So when it comes to Scream, I seen all 6. So when they was coming out with the 7th one, I was iffy, cause you fired the lead and your co-star went. But I was still hopeful, given the OG characters were coming back. But yo, I was wrong. So I knew we had problems from the opening. See, they started off good, setting up the scenery as this couple-room stew place, which is an Airbnb now. But Ghostface is there. So why were you just waiting for them to come? My nigga, what the fuck you doing up there? Wait a minute. How long you been chilling at? Do you just plan this out for any visitor that come? Can I get a little backstory behind the stab Airbnb? Huh? No? Cool. So Ghostface proceeds to kill the boyfriend and fights with the girlfriend. She knocks him to the ground somehow, and as she hangs on a chandelier, she drops on top of Ghostface and gets stabbed. And Ghostface gets up, burns the place, and walks out like it's nothing. And it was right here I knew something ain't right. Look, I don't know physics, and I don't know how much that white girl weigh, but I know you're gonna be hurting when that bitch land on you. I can't feel my knees. Ghostface can't get hurt too, man. Damn. So fast forward, we see Sid and her family, her husband Cop, and her 2 kids at her grandma's conveniently. And then there's her teenage daughter Tatum. And this girl is mad annoying. So at work, Sid gets a random phone call from Stu Moffa. Now can I pause real quick? Cause since Scream 3, there's been a lot of rumors saying Stu somehow survived getting hit by the TV and he would be in the next movies. So seeing him now is a breath of fresh air. But seeing him this early did give me some doubt. So he calls Sid saying he's gonna attack Tatum at the school. While in school, Tatum and her classmates are rehearsing for a play. 2 of her classmates stay behind and wind up becoming casualties. One get killed straight off scene, while the other get her gut sliced open. Now everybody's alert and questioning certain suspects. Later that night, Ghostface appears at Sid's house. My nigga, how the fuck you get in there? And if you knew where she lived, why not go there first instead of the fucking school? But anyway, he gets a hold of Tatum, but is ambushed by the husband who ends up getting knocked out. So Ghostface runs after the girls who make it into a panic room. Now, as they try to pass him through another passageway, it seems like they can't keep quiet. Bitch, y'all know Ghostface behind the wall, right?
Shut up! Just shut up, you idiot!
So Ghostface fights Sid and her family outside their home. When boom, he gets hit by a truck, and out comes Gail and her assistant, Chad and fucking Mindy. Y'all remember the twins. Why the fuck were y'all infatuated with the news? But whatever, they here now. And a young ass Ghostface, and it's some random nigga that was Sid's customer. Now they like
knows the guy? Okay, that's weird.
It's always someone you know.
Yeah, no shit.
So Sid and Gail investigate Ghostface at a mental institution where they found out that Stu was a patient there and had amnesia, but was recently released as a John Doe, quote unquote. And now the filmmakers want to fuck with us. Talking about, is Stu the killer?
Nah.
He has to be. Why wouldn't he be? And I'm just like, get the fuck out of here! You done showed this motherfucker in the first 15 to 20 minutes.
Feel me?
If he was Ghostface, you wouldn't have shown shit and hinted at it.
Feel me?
But I could be wrong.
Doubt it.
So continuing, Mindy got the genius idea to tell Tatum to bring all her friends in one location and try to figure out the killer. Right. So Chad, Mindy, Tatum, her black friend, her boyfriend, and this creepy kid all link at the tavern. Now at the same time, the husband gets brutally stabbed. Is he alive? I don't know, but we'll find out. So Sid and Gail, they set up this dummy interview to lure out Stu. Now the teams are watching this as Sid discusses her past, her trauma, and how it affected her, right? Now, up to this point in the movie, she clearly wants to forget about it. But anytime it get brought up, especially with Tatum, she says nothing. But girl, I'm sorry.
So
haven't you read the books, the articles, the news clippings? Why you keep pressing? So yo, watching the interview makes Tatum and her annoying boyfriend leave while sitting in his truck. She finds a laptop of him using an AI stew. And nigga, I'm over here like...
No. No. No, no, no.
Bro, what the fuck possessed you to do this? The writers think the audience gonna be like, oh, it could be him. Yeah, alright. So Tatum knocks out the boyfriend and runs out the truck, only to be chased by Ghostface. Now, back at the interview, shit goes sideways and Sid storms out, but gets a call from Stu saying he's outside where the teens are. Now, listen, if it's one thing I can't stand, it's people doing dumb shit in movies just to further the plot. Here's an example. So after the call, Sid want to leave the fucking station, not in a car, not a bike, or Uber. Fuck stealing Gail's truck, because they both drove together. Nah, she want to leave on motherfucking foot.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Good job, girl. Your daughter's dead. And I got so much more to say, but we're going to keep it moving. So back at the tavern, another Ghostface attacks the twins and kills the black friend and the creepy kid, which I would say was the best kill throughout the whole movie. So now the other Ghostface is chasing Tatum through the empty town. Why is it empty, you ask? Well, that's because law enforcement put out a curfew for the whole town. But yet not one officer or cruiser remains on the street. Man, take a lap around again or something. Make sure nobody breaking curfew. So as Tatum hides in the coffee shop, Sid gets tired because she know her dumb ass ain't making it to her daughter on time. So Sid calls Tatum and tells her to shoot Ghostface who's trying to bust through the door. She tells her to shoot him in the head, but a movie gotta be a movie. She hesitates and gets kidnapped. What are the chances? So Sid returns home to find her daughter at knife point. That's when the other Ghostface appears, and the movie wanted to play it as a shocker. What? And they reveal themselves as Sid's neighbor and the disorderly at the institution. Oh my God.
What?
That's right, the two people y'all would never expect, when one only had one scene and the other seemed like this calm, protected person, and now she this goofy-ass lunatic who killed her son because he reminded her of her abusive husband.
Okay.
Because she's obsessed with Sid, she came up with this convoluted plan to search for her, move next door, and make Tatum the next final girl.
Bitch. You stupid.
Anyway, the husband unties Tatum. How you still alive? Getting stabbed 10 times don't mean shit. For real. Ghostface, you ain't hit no major arteries? At all. The husband, your people ain't looking for you? Fuck it. Let's just get this over with, man. So once Tatum's clear, Sid shoots one of the Ghostfaces, and her daughter fights the neighbor, which ends with her getting her face lit up with a swarm of bullets. Then Sid explains Tatum's name from the chick from the first film. But at this point,
Who the hell cares?
And then fucking Gail shows up with the twins who's injured. So Gail, you couldn't go follow Sid, pick the bitch up, call the police again and head into town? Nah, that makes too much sense. But you had time to go grab the injured twins and y'all ain't think to get some assistance? Nah? Cool. So everyone regroup. Gail let the twins cover the story for whatever reason. The husband gets carried away on a stretcher and Sid and Tatum goes to the hospital. And that's it. That's the movie. What a fucking roller coaster this was. It started off good in the first 5-10 minutes, then shit kept going downhill from characters saying dumb shit to doing dumb shit. For starters, the fucking neighbor. You was cool throughout the movie, and then when you get revealed, you this goofy ass lunatic. Why is it that all the movies, except for 1, 2, and 4, gotta make the killer this cheesy, clumsy-ass person at the end? Plus, your motives is dumb as hell. You want to kill Sid because she missed out in New York, and you kill your only son because he reminded you of your husband. Like, the what? Your kid was this shy, creepy kid that was into crime. I'm sorry, where's the resemblance? And then there's the second killer. I had to check back to see who he was because I totally forgot he was in the movie, and that's sad. They dropped the ball on Stu, and it would have been better if he was back. But nah, y'all want to do AI with him. Which leads me to the boyfriend. As a writer, you want us to think he could be the killer, but you kill him in the very next scene. So tell me, why the fuck would you go through the whole deep fake laptop with him? And that's the thing. There's characters that come and go, characters that ain't need to be there. You cut Gail and the twins, and you got the same movie. They was just there because of nostalgia and because they reoccurring characters. But deadass, they added nothing to the movie. You know what I'm saying? They were a total waste. Now, it's always good to see Ned, but she ain't do much. Plus, with your past, I would think you'd be better prepared instead of having guns in secret places and a panic room. But overall, I'll never go back to this movie. The kills were whack. The story was whack. And now we at a point in the franchise where you just gotta stop and leave it alone. And with that said, Scream 7 was super trash. Yo, if you rock with the vid, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe for more. And also, let me know what's your rating on Scream 7. I'm your host, Chris. Thanks for tuning in to the B.R.O show, and I'll catch y'all next time. 1.